But something that you've touched upon, and I'm glad you did before I asked you, is the concept of family. In the past, I've had conversations mainly revolving around motherhood. But with you, I want to explore the concept of fatherhood. What's your strategy? Because I know you're a strategist of parenting and fatherhood.
What I'm going to say now might kill me in the future, but
This is a testament.
exactly. No, in my opinion, I think it's finding a balance. And I mean, let's say there's always the role. So both parents are at home. There's the role of someone who is probably the more the soft one, and someone who's the more strict. My wife would say I'm the soft one, as in but I mean, my approach with my children are, try something. Don't worry, you might hurt or you might fall, but next time you will learn that you shouldn't have done that. Okay. I also try and be the friend in a way, as in try and I don't know, as in I'm trying to think of an example, but I will take my daughter with me to watch a football game, for example. I mean, I would take my son as well, but he's 3, so when he gets a bit older, because I want to show my children that there's more to life than I'm just being your dad. I'm going to show you the way, but I want you to walk it with me in a way.
Okay.
Not. I mean, if I get angry, I get angry. Let's face it. But I like to be that that father figure that where possible I take my daughter with me to work or my son with me to work, because I want to show them that work is not that big thing, that it's something else that you need to do in life, and why not understand what I'm doing? If I don't know, I try and involve them in a lot of things.
But besides that, what I'm noticing and hearing is that you're trying to show them different facets about you.
Yes.
Why is that important for you?
Because as individuals, we need to adapt to any situation that we find ourselves in, I think. So, and again, I mentioned my daughter because she does most things with me because she's older. But for that, one example is I took my daughter recently to the office, and a colleague of mine came to ask me to do something for them. And then once this person left my office, she said, "Papa, how is she telling you what to do? I thought you were the boss here." And I'm like, it's not about
Right.
I say what people do. She's my colleague. She's more proficient. She knows that what we were doing more than me. And she gave me an instruction to do something for her, even though she reports to me, so I try to get them involved because, again, I feel that is how I've learned myself. I remember my dad exposing me to things that, you wouldn't. My dad's an engineer. I don't know how to do any housework, so that is something that my dad knows a lot, and I still call him now to come and do something for me.
Housework in terms of maintenance,
Maintenance, but also
not
the
chores.
other housework. I'm not very good at it either. But no, I think I mean, with my children, I try to be that person that will show them the way, but do it with them at the same time, rather than say you need to do this or go and do that. I think they get more out of doing it with you. I know it's a bit of an extra chore sometimes, but
From a philosophical standpoint, I feel that you're humanizing the fatherhood. It can be motherhood, but you're humanizing the role of a father.
Exactly.
So, hey, a father is not someone who is up there, not achieve something which a person who you can't relate to.
Exactly.
But this is relatable because we're doing it together. There's value in that.
And it gives you it gives, for example, today I called again my kids. Now I'm driving here, and I said I will see you tomorrow morning because they will be asleep when I get home. And my daughter was like, "But will you take me out to get the school van?" I said, "Yes, I will." So for them, they try and find every event, and even I try to make every event with them something special. So, I mean, because I spend a lot of time at work, in the morning, my son goes to nursery with my wife because they're next to each other where she works, and with my daughter, I get her dressed. We put the lunchbox and the bag together, and then we go outside and wait for the school transport to pick her up. But for her, that's an event. You know, she looks forward to it, and this is what 10 minutes maximum, nothing else.
Yeah.
I mean, there are bad days. There are days where I'm not in the mood, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm more ruined." That's, but most of the time, I try and make that 10 minutes something that she can remember. Because if the day is long, and then, I mean, sometimes you know when you arrive at work, but you don't know when you left. If I get home at 8, my daughter and my son are asleep.
Mhm.
So that 10 minutes in the morning is what I'll try and make a memory out of for them.
Mhm.
But then the weekend comes and we try and do much
That's
more
fantastic.
together.
Very inspiring.
And most of the time, the weekends is what my wife says: take the kids out with you so I can clean the house.
Well, it's a
I
fair
think
compromise.
It's a good compromise. I don't mind it, and then I do it with pleasure.
Matthew,